2005 Cadillac Escalade ESV. Today I want to show you guys about how to take out the fuel pump from making an access hatch from the inside. That way you won't have to drop the tank. I've looked and I've noticed several of the different varieties of the models, from the Avalanche to the Suburban to now the Escalade. Some of them vary, so I wanted to do this model to kind of show you that what I found on the inside. Some of them didn't look exactly the ones that I've seen on other videos, so I wanted to make a video of this one on the 2005 Cadillac ESV. So there was 4 bolts to take out this seat on the driver's side. The carpet, in most videos I could tell that it was not cut. This is cut from the factory all the way up underneath it, and it's 2 pieces. And there's a lip here. It goes up and then back. So you can tell, you can't really tell because of the camera angle, but it goes up and then back. So it had this wire for the seat heaters and all of this. So we got that done, but in most of the videos that I've seen, it was talking about measuring from the back of this, but I couldn't tell if it was from here or here. So today I just want to show where I'm going to cut and how it's going to be. Alright, so we got it measured out. That's a 9" by 9" hole. You see that it's basically lining up between the bolts. There's one bolt, there's the other bolt from the front seat. From this little lip from the back wall, from this area, it was 6 inches. So 6 inches from here to here on the inside. And then from the threshold, where the marker is, where you can see the line right here before this line right here to where the threshold starts on the Cadillac, that was basically my midline leading to the middle. And then what I did, I went 10 inches. I just noticed on one of the videos it was 10 inches in, so we went 10 inches in. We started our first line, and as you can see on the where the square is, that's actually the piece, or the 9" area that we're trying to cut is where they've got that sound dampening material. But then past there is just bare metal. Alright guys, as you can see, I've got the fuel pump out. What a nightmare it is getting it out. I tried to cut in a little more on the right hand side. Realized just how thick that weld spot is and how thick that metal is. So I said, well, let's chance it. Let's see if I can get it out. You can get it out. It's not easy. It takes some doing to get it out, but you can get it out. The main thing that was easiest was taking the retainer ring off of the top of the unit, taking that ring off, and then taking the unit out. One of the things I want to show you, I don't know if you can see those little dots that are down in the tank, but what do you guys think that is? That is all of those little charcoal particles that are in that filter. And of course they tell you, oh, it can't ever make it to the tank. Well, right there is proof that it makes it to the tank. Getting those 2 hoses off is a nightmare in this situation, because you have to lift up the pump enough. The pump is under a spring tension, and then lift it up enough to get those 2 hoses off. Then once you get the 2 hoses off, then you got to take the float level and get it off, and then pull it out. So as you can see, I was able to get it off, but what a nightmare. Well, here we go. The finished product is in. What a job. What a nightmare. This is not an easy installation when it comes to the this model vehicle. It wasn't easy. The welds are right in the way. The wires, mine was right up in the way, but is it doable? Yeah, it's doable. Let me give you some reference points. From this point in the vehicle, on the threshold, here's your threshold. It's coming up, it's coming on the inside. And then right here, from this point out, you cut, that's going to be 10 inches. So that's where your first cut's going to be. And then from here to where it meets the next weld, because that's actually where it's welded in, and that's as far as you can cut. I mean, you can cut some more, but man, that's real thick right there. That's 17 inches. So you go 10 and then mark 17. And then from this little back wall, this little half wall right here, you see it goes flat, up, back. So flat, up, and then back. Alright, so as soon as you get this flat point right here, this little ledge, from that ledge out is 1 1/4 inches. And that makes it severely tight. I was hoping to cut more of this, but you see I try to drill it, and it is so thick right there that you really can't cut it. I mean, you can if you really wanted to and get a grinder and just really get down on it, but I wanted to see if I could get it out, and I did get it out. From going from 1/4 out, and then from 1/4 out, then we're going to go towards the front seat. So from this back wall to the front seat, you're going to measure 7.5 inches. So that's 7.5 inches from this back wall out is 7.5 inches, and that gives you plenty of room for your connections on your fuel pump. It was enough to push them back, get them hooked up, undo this wiring harness, and get that cut. So like I said, from this corner of this little piece of molding that's coming up, from the very corner of it out is 10 inches. And then from there to there, well, from the threshold to the next corner, where you see those spot welds, right here is where it's welded, and you see the second layer right there. That is 17 inches. So 10 inches, 17 inches. From here to here, 1 1/4 inches, and then from here to here is 7.5 inches. And like I said, guys, I don't know if you've ever pulled a tank out versus this way, but it was tough. It was really tough. It was hard. It was tough. Got aggravated. Had to stop. I needed some help to actually get that ring back on, because that tank is set in there to where that fuel pump is spring loaded. So you have to push on the fuel pump, get it as flat as you can, smush the new O-ring, and then turn that ring and lock it. And then you also, like I said, you've seen the charcoal that was in it. That vent line you got to hook up to the fuel pump. And then also there's another vent line going to it from the fumes. So there's two lines in there inside the tank that you had to hook up. You had to hook up that big line, and then you had to hook up that middle line. So when I say big line, it's actually this line. There's a line inside the tank that you have to hook that to, and there's a line inside the tank that you have to hook this one to. And of course, this one is the one that sends fuel to the engine. It's this one. But I checked it. I now have a fuel gauge. It shows me how much gas I got. Running good. But now I'm going to put this thing back together, get me some good aluminum tape. I may even go ahead and put some sound dampener over this spot and quieten it up a little bit too. But I don't know. The first thing is I got to get this thing clean and get it serviced. And at least I got where I can put gas in it now. And now I can tell how much gas I got. and not run out. And but yeah, I hope you appreciated this. I hope it's helped somebody, because like I said, I've been helped many times by watching videos on YouTube. I've watched several people that's done this and done a lot better job than I did at narrating it and explaining it. But I've never seen nobody do a 2005 Cadillac Escalade ESV. So this is it. So if you were wondering how hard it is and what a pain it is, well, now you know. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you like it, send me a like. And I appreciate it, guys. And like I said, if you don't know Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior, hey, you need to. Look him up. It's the best thing and the best decision I've ever made in my life. Take care, guys. God bless.